Welcome to the Geek Easy. Sit back, grab a libation of your choice, and relax, 'cause it's time to do some geek stuff in the Geek Easy. All right, welcome to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks, for part 2 of my favorites in Batman series. Last episode, the first episode, we had my own personal actor portrayals of Batman and me stating why. This is all subjective on my part. You can have your own versions and all that. But this one is going to be my favorite, Alfreds. One mistake I made last time was I started out at number 1 and it went down. I should have gone backwards and went from, bottom to top, which is what I'm going to do this time. Anyway, let's get started. My number 5 is Andy Serkis. Hold on for a second. The only reason I say that he is on the bottom is because if you look at The Batman, the movie that he was in, he had very little screen time in that movie. So we really don't know enough about him. There wasn't enough development on him, enough actual time, or at least for my part anyway, to get a good sense on what he's like. I'm sure it'll develop out more in parts 2, and I'm presuming there's going to be 3 or more depending on how things go. But there just wasn't enough time in the first one for me to get much of an opinion on him. But that's just me, okay? Then number 4 is Alan Napier from Batman's the 66 TV series. He, he was just there. I mean, he played the proper prim butler, and I don't even think he remotely resembled, and we're not physically, because none of them do, Alfred in any shape, manner, or form. Okay, then we go up to number 3, who is Michael Gough. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Goughh. He was in all 4 of the, I want to say Keaton Batman, which isn't the case, but, or the, you know what I'm talking about, from the 2 Keaton and then the 2 after that. Again, same thing with Alan Napier. They really didn't play him, kind of anything close to the way Alfred was in the books. He's a little bit closer in this one, but not much. He was a little bit, because, he's supposed to be more family and, get away with, he's able to say what he, Bruce and Batman needs to hear and stuff, and he just didn't do it in these ones. Okay. Then we go up to number 2. Michael Caine. Now we're getting somewhere on this. Michael Caine, obviously from the Nolan trilogy. he was getting close. He got a lot closer to the way Alfred was supposed to be. He was kind of the father figure. He was not just the manservant. He was someone that Bruce went to for advice. He was, he was able to sort of steer Bruce in certain directions. He made decisions for Bruce without Bruce knowing, mainly like the note from Rachel Dawes and stuff like that. So he was, you saw that aspect of him in there. So he was a lot closer to just the servant, the way Alfred was supposed to be, than just the servant. He was the caretaker, the sage, the wise guy, who could sit there and say, yeah. And then a couple times he'd, throw some little advice in there. Which leaves us with one more person. Jeremy Irons. Now, I'm probably going to get some pushback on this, but hear me out on this one. Okay. He is the closest to Alfred in the all-around, again, these are all my opinions, in the all-around portrayal, because, not only is he, he's the butler, but in this one you see him working on some of the tech, which none of the other guys did. He's working on, the little piece that he did, the energy, abating piece for his Batman's arm. You see him working on the voice modulator, doing that. And in BVS and a couple other ones, he's drone flying the Batwing and all this stuff. So, and also he's doing the advice to Bruce. And one of the things I don't think any of the other ones got that they put in this one was his ability, I don't want to really say, but where he will is pretty much able to say to Bruce whatever he wants, which he doesn't do much, but he can have an acerbic side that when he thinks Bruce or Batman is out of line, he will say something. He will slip a couple comments in here or there, or just outright directly say stuff to him to let Bruce / Batman, whatever guys he's in at the moment, to let them know what he's thinking. And he gets away with it because, he's the one person that can sit there and say stuff to him and get away with saying stuff like that. And so that part was in, they were able to put that in there and understood that part that, he doesn't do it much, but when he feels it necessary, he's going to make a snide comment. He's going to tell him, knock it off, or you need to do this and need to do that, whatever. And I just really enjoyed his portrayal. Anyway, let me know in the comments below what you think of my list, if you agree or disagree. And like, subscribe, most of all, enjoy Batman.